and greetings to Miss Herlina. So today our group are going to present about the product that we chose. So before we start, I would like to introduce my group members. So now I'm going to introduce my group member. So there are three of us in this group. So the first one is myself, Wainer, matrix number 07 DKA20F1037. Next is Muhammad Khairul bin Rahim, matrix number 07 DKA20F1007. And the last one is Marc Shamon, matrix number 07 DKA20F1009. So there are five contents that will be pointed out by each one of us. So the first one is features, next is characteristic, functions, strength and weaknesses, and recommendation. So the product that our group chose is iPhone XS Max. So to know more about our product, so Kai will continue with his first point, which is features.
I will talking about some of the main features of this smartphone. The first features is a capacity with 256 gigabyte. Next features is a battery with 3174 milliamp hours. And the display with a Super Retina HD display, 6.5-inch all-screen OLED multi-touch display, and HDR display. Next feature is camera. Dual camera, 12 megapixel wide angle and telephoto cameras, and panorama. Last but not least, flash, water and dust resistant, red IP68, water resistant. Rating means that the device being tested can at a minimum withstand temporary immersion in liquids at a maximum depth of 2 meters for up to 30 minutes. Lastly, the features is Face ID enabled by a true depth camera for facial recognition.
Characteristic. So characteristic for iPhone XS Pro Max is the build of the body is screen with Gorilla Glass, which is good for phone protectful, and uh, the back of the iPhone is also Gorilla Glass, and the frame of the iPhone is uh, made by stainless steel. So next is this iPhone is with single SIM, which is nano SIM, or which it can be used in eSIM, internet SIM. So this iPhone is also provide IP68, which is dust resistant and water resistant. Uh, it can be in water in 6 meter, and the time is can reach 30 minutes. In iPhone XS Pro Max also provide scratch resistant glass at their screen, and the memory of this product is 256 gigabyte with 4 gigabyte RAM, and the main camera uh, also quite nice, 12 megapixel for main camera and selfie is 7 megapixel. So the sound, uh, they have I provide loudspeaker, which is stereo speaker, uh, which it's mean the phone have double speaker. So the battery capacity is 3174 mAh, which is can be used in 6 hours in our daily program.
Next, I will talking about the functions. So there are four functions. So the first function is capacity. With the big capacity, it can store more photos, videos, games, and document on the same time. Next function is uh, with camera. You can snap a picture and recording videos in HD. Also, can snap 240 degrees panorama photos that are more than 28 megapixels in resolution. Next, battery. It can last 10 hours, 38 minutes on web surfing test. It is long last using. It can play a non-stop game with the big capacity battery. So lastly is Face ID. You can it can pay with your iPhone using Face ID in stores within apps and on the web. Uh, Also, you can use Face ID, login online banking. So no need to type login online banking with password. Just use Face ID.
So now we move on to our next point, which is strength and weaknesses. So the strength and weaknesses for our product, there are many strengths and weakness. So we move on. So here are the point for the strength of iPhone XS Max. So the first one is meticulous design with durability emphasis. So iPhone XS Max is built with a durable aluminum alloy and glass that is stronger than before. So it will be more safe than other variant or other version of iPhone. But just in case, if you want to keep our phone in a good condition, we can also put a case, a phone case, or screen protector. So the next one is incredible camera. So for this product, it has a dual rear cameras with 12 megapixels, which one of it is a wide angle lens with a f1.8 aperture, and the other one is 2 times telephoto lens with a 2.4 aperture. Other than that, it also can take a video with a 4K video resolution up to 60 frames per second and a slow motion 180 180p videos up to 240 fps. So when we record the video, we can feel the video in a better way, and we can try to make a documentary, be a YouTuber just using this iPhone XS Max. So the third one is speedy processing power. So as we all know, iPhone using A12 Bionic. So to be more detailed, when iPhone XS Max use this processor, so it will be more fun experience because it has a larger size display. Other than that, also it can open non-gaming apps without taking much time. It, it just take a millisecond. So it also can edit a video or export a 4K video. So the next point is superb sound quality. So as we all know, since the version of iPhone 7, where Apple removed the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so they changed it with a wider stereo speaker. So they changed it to make a better quality of sound, so that we can hear it more detailed, and it can has a louder sound. And the last one is IP68 rating. So iPhone has upgraded their IP from the last variant of iPhone is IP67, so they up it to IP68. So for IP68, it is dust resistant and have water resistant up to 6 feet of water for 30 minutes rather than 3 feet of water when they use the IP67. So here are the weaknesses for iPhone XS Max. So the first one is not as portable, where iPhone XS Max has a bigger display, where it has a 6.2 times 3.05 times 0.30 inch. So this makes the iPhone XS Max harder in pocket and hand wallets. So if we put it in our pocket, it will look bigger. So it will not make comfortable for many of us. So the next one is no lightning to 2.5, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack adapter included. So for this one, we must buy the adapter jack uh, from other places, or we can also try buy it at the Apple store or Apple web. But as we all know, the price is also expensive and it is not affordable for all of us. So this is also why the weakness, because when Apple removed the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so it will be more difficult for each one of us when we buy iPhone XS Max. So for jack adapter, it will be the type A. So and then we will plug in with type A. I'm sorry, our earphone. So the next one is average battery life, where iPhone XS Max has a 3174 mAh battery, but Apple has said that they has upgraded the battery and it can last up to 1.5 hour longer than the last version of iPhone, which is iPhone X. But it's still not a quite improvement, because 1.5 hours, it is not enough for us, because as we all know, it we use our phone on our daily life. So at least 10 or 13 hours is enough for our daily life when we're using a smartphone. And the last one is high price. So this point is more knowable, or I mean, we all know that iPhone got a high price or is very expensive. So for our product, which is iPhone XS Max, the price for this product is RM 3000. So I know not all of us can afford it, but if we try to make one of it, or I mean, if we want to achieve it, we can try hard or by saving the money.
Recommendation. recommendation for iPhone XS Max with storage 256 GB. The price, they must provide for easy to get iPhone. What I mean is the price is too high for the users, so Apple company must be take note for this, and it is okay if they decrease the camera lens and the price can be more low, more it can be decreased for the users to get it more easily. So second is they also must upgrade battery capacity. It's okay if the price is more expensive, but 6 hours in one day is not enough for us now, because we need use the phone for get in meeting. So I hope that iPhone company can be take note for this recommendation. Thank you.
So that's all from us. I hope that Miss will understand with the point that been point out. So that's it, and thank you and have a nice day.